Hey Sagittarius, excuse me. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well, thank you for tuning in. It's Tuesday the 3rd of March 2026. Going to do you guys a relationship love tarot reading. Why has my mind just gone blank? Am I picking up an energy here? I don't know. I'm going to do you a relationship love tarot reading, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. For those of you who are not in a relationship or significant connection or relationship, or you're single, this is not for you. So, Sagittarius, I'm going to pull a card for your feelings, their feelings, the connection, challenges, obstacles, and potential possible outcome and advice. I'm getting a very flitty energy, very unsure, very sort of energy, if that makes sense. So let's pull a card for your feelings, Sagittarius, towards your person in love that you're connected to, in a relationship with. What are Sagittarius's feelings for their person in love? What is Sagittarius feeling for their person in love? Ten of Wands. Feeling like you've got a weight on your shoulders. Some sort of heavy burden or responsibility, or something that is taking a lot of effort, or you're making a lot of effort, or you're feeling the weight of something. Your person's weighing heavy on you, or the connection is weighing heavy on you in some way. Feeling overwhelmed. So let's get a card for your person and their feelings. The person that Sagittarius is dealing with in love, in a connection, relationship with. What does Sagittarius's person feel towards Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius's person feel towards Sagittarius? What are their feelings? Page of Pentacles. So there is they're trying to stay grounded, or there is some sort of opportunity for stability here. But it's not a Knight of Pentacles, and it's not a King of Pentacles. There's a bit of they want stability. They're looking for stability, or they're trying to get stability within this connection, relationship, but they're making a plan, but they're not quite sure how they're going to do it. They're trying to stay focused, but they're a little bit unsure of where the stability is going to be found. Let's get a card for the connection. What is the energy of the connection between Sagittarius and their person in love? What is the energy of the connection between Sagittarius and the person that they are dealing with, connected to, in love? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, as I was saying, there's a lack of stability here. And there's a question about planning and how this stability is going to come about. There's some sort of feeling of loss here, loss of stability, or a lost chance to stabilize something within this connection, relationship. There's a possibility to stabilize something, but the planning is not there. Someone is, or your person is not sure how to stabilize this. Challenge and obstacles for Sagittarius and their person in love. Challenges and obstacles for Sagittarius and their person in love. Three of Swords in reverse. So there is some healing that is taking place, or there is a resistance to getting over some sort of pain, some sort of heartbreak. Avoiding, someone here is avoiding dealing with some sort of pain, heartbreak, some sort of work that needs to be done in order to heal. They're avoiding facing something, confronting something, or they're making some sort of mistake that's causing them pain, and they're not learning from perhaps past mistakes. They're not learning, and they keep going through this pain, but they're refusing to kind of deal with it head on. Possible outcome and advice for the connection between Sagittarius and their person in love. Possible, these cards, possible outcome and advice, please. Sagittarius and their person in love. Ace of Wands in reverse. So there's no progress being made here. Or a lack of effort. I'm getting that this is falling on your person, Sagittarius. It's your person that needs to do something, make something happen, heal from something, or make some sort of plan. They need to do something in order to make progression within the connection here. But I'm getting that they don't know how to do it, or they're refusing to do what they need to do, or there's a lack of effort. They're just not wanting to go there, deal with it, resolve it. And they're sort of staying stuck in this energy, and it's not moving anything forward here between the both of you. So your feelings, Sagittarius, was the 10 of Wands. Let's find out a little bit more about that. Why is the 10 of Wands here? First, how Sagittarius is feeling towards their person, the relationship, the connection. Why is the 10 of Wands here for Sagittarius? The Lovers in reverse. So you're so there is a strong connection here, but it feels distant. You feel distant. You're making a decision, or you're questioning your person at the moment. Whether they really fit in your life, or whether they are a good choice, or whether they, sorry, excuse me, I had to sneeze there. There's a disharmony there, there's a separation. You're also questioning your person. You're kind of just questioning the relationship, who this person is, what their intentions are, whether they're good for you, whether they're aligned with you, whether they are actually the person for you. You're definitely feeling very distant, weighted, overwhelmed. You're not in a good energy, or this connection, relationship is not in a good energy right now from what I am seeing. Your person and their feelings, the Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here for your person and their feelings? Why is the Page of Pentacles here for the person that Sagittarius is dealing with? King of Pentacles. Well, there you go. King of Pentacles in reverse. So when the Page of Pentacles came out, I said it's not a Knight of Pentacles and it's not a King of Pentacles. There's a King of Pentacles in reverse. This person is not stable at the moment. They're just not stable. They're not doing much to make themselves stable, to stabilize the situation, the connection, the relationship. They're holding on to something. They're holding on to something that's not bringing anything good or stable to this connection. Okay, so let's go to the connection. We had the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse for the connection between Sagittarius and their person? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse for Sagittarius and their person in love? The Empress in reverse. So there's an empty feeling here. There's no... I mean, the Empress in the upright, she's the hub of fertility. She is where everything grows. Love, abundance, stability. She is the ground in which everything grows. But in reverse, she's barren. Nothing grows. There is nothing births, nothing produces, nothing nurtures, nothing grows. There's an energy of neglect here as well. Of someone feels neglected, or someone is neglecting. Yeah, I'm getting that someone is neglecting what they need to do in order to bring stability here. And someone feels neglected. Perhaps that is you, Sagittarius. You feel like your person is neglecting you, the connection, the relationship, and neglecting everything that they need to do in order to sort this out, stabilize this. The challenges and obstacles. We got the Three of Swords in reverse. Why is the Three of Swords here in reverse for the challenges and obstacles between Sagittarius and the person that they are connected to in love? Nine of Pentacles. Your person needs to deal with whatever this is and become free from it, become independent, become abundant. In order to become independent, free, abundant and stable, they need to deal with something here. They need to let go of something. They need to deal with some sort of pain, blockage. They just need to deal with it in order to move forward with you, move forward within themselves, and become stable within themselves, let alone with you. This is something deep-rooted, I'm getting. Something that they really need to deal with before they go forward with you or with anyone. Possible outcome and advice. We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Why is the Ace of Wands here in reverse for the possible outcome and advice of this relationship connection between Sagittarius and their person? Why is the Ace of... Did I say Ace of Pentacles? Sorry, Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands here in reverse for the possible outcome and advice? Why is the Ace of Wands here in reverse? Justice. So yeah. Fairness, balance, accountability. Someone needs to take accountability and responsibility for what needs to be balanced here. This is seems to be somewhat of an unfair situation here that needs to be balanced, the scales need to be balanced. I'll get one more card for that. Why is justice here? What needs to be balanced? What is being balanced? The outcome and advice. Why is justice here for the potential outcome and advice between Sagittarius and the person they are dealing with in love? Why is justice here? Why is justice here? Knight of Swords. So someone is rushing forward with some sort of communication or some sort of decision or some sort of impulsive decision, or they have made some sort of impulsive decision about something and now they're kind of not sure about the decision that they made. or someone is rushing towards something, or someone feels like they need to rush. Or I'm getting more that there's an impulsive decision that was made, but they didn't really think before they made this decision. Tell me more about the Lovers in reverse for your feelings, Sagittarius. The Lovers in reverse. Why is it here for Sagittarius's feelings within this connection? Why is the Lovers here in reverse? Seven of Swords. So you feel that someone, well, you feel that your person is deceiving you. You feel that your person is not telling you the truth. They're being sneaky or deceptive, or I feel that perhaps you just feel deceived by this person. You feel like this person, your person, hasn't been truthful with you. They're trying to get away with something, or they're trying to get away with not having to deal with what they need to deal with in order to stabilize your connection. King of Pentacles for your person's feelings. King of Pentacles in reverse for your person's feelings. Why did the King of Pentacles come out in reverse for Sagittarius's person's feelings? Five of Wands in reverse. So your person's avoiding confrontation. Well, they're very much in an avoidant energy of anything. They're avoiding dealing with pain. They don't want to deal with confrontation. They don't want to deal with, they just don't want to deal with anything by the looks of it. They're trying to just avoid dealing with anything that causes pain or confrontation. It's kind of like they're just not wanting to deal with truth. They're just not wanting to deal with it. I'm just getting this very shut off. I'm just not dealing with this kind of energy. So for the connection, we've got the Empress in reverse. Why is the Empress in reverse for the connection between Sagittarius and their person? Strength. Taming something, taming the lion, inner power, inner discipline, inner control, inner willpower, inner determination. Someone needs to take their power here, take their power back, and to deal with something, be courageous, driven, deal with their inner demons. I'm getting someone needs to deal with their inner demons. They need to tame they need to balance themselves. Okay, so for the challenges and obstacles, we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Why is that here for the challenges and obstacles? Why is the Nine of Pentacles here for challenges and obstacles within the relationship connection between Sagittarius and their person? Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands in the upright and Ace of Wands in reverse. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. They need to deal with what they need to deal with. This refusal, this avoidance, this whatever it is that's blocking them here. In order to do that, they need to free themselves from what's holding them back in order for this potential new beginning to happen. Because if they don't, the Ace of Wands is just going to stay in reverse. There's something here quite heavy that they need to deal with. Otherwise, they're not going to move forward. One last one. Knight of Swords for the potential outcome and advice. Knight of Swords, why is it here in the potential outcome and advice for this connection between Sagittarius and their person in love? Why is the Knight of Swords here in the potential outcome and advice? Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse. So Perhaps there's a decision that's been made and your person has sort of said, well, I can't deal with this. I'm refusing to deal with this. I can't. It's too painful, or it's too much, or it's just something I can't deal with. So I'm going to just walk away. I mean, the Ace of Cups in reverse. That's not an offering of love. That's a taking away of love. So perhaps this has come to an end for the moment. I mean, you're in the Ten of Wands, Lovers in reverse, and Seven of Swords energy. They're in Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. They're just unsure, unstable, avoiding. You're overwhelmed, feeling like you've been deceived, kind of weighing up whether this person belongs in your life anymore at all. There's no growth. There's neglect here. The connection's been neglected. There's no growth. There's no want to. Someone's not putting the work in. Your person or whoever it is not putting the work in to free themselves from what needs. They're not doing what needs to be done in order for that Ace of Wands, that potential to grow, to manifest, to happen. They're stuck. No progress. There's balance here that needs to be brought. There's fairness that needs to be brought. It's not happening. Knight of Swords, there's been some rushing in with decision here, with communication, or someone's rushed in and made a decision, and you end with the Ace of Cups in reverse. There's separation. No love here. There's no love here. There's no stability here. So whether this has ended, it's about to end, it's just something, yeah. This is very stuck, very heavy, very stagnant, very unstable energy. So I'm going to leave it there. This is your reading, Sagittarius. I hope it helped. Hope it resonated. Thank you for tuning in. If it did, please, if it resonated, please give the video a thumbs up. If you would like some more readings from me, please subscribe to the channel. Good luck, best wishes, lots of love. Until next time, bye-bye.